him back? You think they just trying to see where he at, and they just don't
Um,
have him on minutes restriction? What do you think? What do you think they trying to do here?
it could be both. If because I don't want to bring them back. Just wait to the playoffs. You want to wait into to the most physical basketball is being played to bring a guy back from injury. I don't know. I don't like that.
Especially your
But
most important piece. That's the crazy part.
yeah, because they not gonna run them in the ground in the regular. That's the thing. Just the same way with the Memphis guys. Just like they had Desmond Bain, I don't think he's been playing since. But they go bring you in just to see what you're looking like. And if they like what they see, they can sit you down. They don't like what they see, they gonna sit you down. Just to see where you at. Let's see where you at in real competitive basketball because them scrimmages ain't enough. It's nothing like real action. So we just see where you at. And if we feel like you good enough to play the playoffs, now you on a minutes restriction, and this is the ramp up. So by the time the playoffs start, like yeah, it be ready to go. Instead of just it's playoff time and be go try to come back now, and it's just man, nah, yeah, you gotta ramp them up if you want to bring them back at all. I think they personally should have sat them and threw away the season, but who wants to throw away a season? You know what I'm saying? So, how you feel about it?
I kept seeing stuff talking about he could return before the end of the season, but I wasn't really reading too much into it. I'm like, it's just people just they just trying to get you with a headline. But the fact that it's an actual possibility now, as early as tomorrow, he could be playing.
Yes, against the
It's
Thunder.
like I don't know. I don't know what to really say. I just feel like I do think they're trying to just rush him back in the mix, and I don't know.
I think the East is wide open too, though, right? Oh,
How much do you think he should play if he do come back tomorrow? How many minutes would you play him?
it's playing about 15 minutes, and then the next game, if you decide to play him, pay him about 20 minutes. Absolutely no back to backs.
I'm
Don't
gonna
go
say
over
just a
it.
back to back. He definitely not gonna play the next game.
Yeah, I mean, how many games left in the season? You said about like 8. It's about like 5 to
Between 8
8.
and 10,
Yeah, 8 and 10 games left. Put him on the minutes restriction, but you gotta ramp him up. And if he looks good, you can legit make a playoff run because the East is wide open, bro. Where are they at in this? Let me look at the standings real quick. Let me see where they at. Because the East is, I know we do all this talking about like the East is wide open, bro. Because like we just seen, Josh Hart and them don't even think Anunoby Randall finna come back. Uh, Cleveland looking shaky, like you said. Orlando, we don't trust them like that. I don't trust Indiana like that. I don't trust Miami like that. Um, Milwaukee's kind of shaky. Boston can be beat. You see what I'm saying? Like you really look at it's wide open. And who's to say
I
a
know
one?
whoever get that number 8 spot, they getting killed by Boston. Any of those
Guaranteed?
only team that has a chance slightly is Miami.
Bro, we gotta stop this. With a healthy
I
Embiid, they gotta
that's
they don't have no chance.
the fact that we got to put that disclaimer. We don't even know if he actually healthy.
But I'm saying we got 8 games to see. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I think it's cool to bring them back because we go get to see. If let's just say Embiid is healthy and
You
you
think they
got
got a
M,
chance against? You think they got a chance against 76ers? I mean, against the Boston.
man, everybody got a chance against Boston. Yes.
Not if your best players be underperforming in the playoffs.
See, now that's something different. Now, if he underperforms, then I'd never want to hear Embiid's name again.
I can say we can say what we want about Boston, about Tatum and Brown, but we done seen them show up at times in the playoffs. The only time we see, I would say this: Embiid has had some pretty good first rounds. I will give him that. It's them second rounds that get shaky sometimes, but them first rounds, I don't know. It also depends on just how healthy he is, though.
But right, we're not gonna
Especially
act
with
like they
all those
wasn't a
injuries.
top 3 team before he got hurt.
They what? But
But
I
you
don't
see what I'm
even with,
saying?
even with a fully healthy Embiid, it's just hard for me to bet on the Sixers. It's just hard. Like it's hard for me to bet on Boston too, though, because
I was just gonna say, yeah.
uh, as
They
much
went
as
to seven with him
as
last
much as
year.
I think what Boston should do, that don't mean that's what they don't go out there and do.
Because right, you got to think about it. Embiid was hurt last year in the playoffs against Boston. He missed one game. They lost. You know what I'm saying? They went to seven.
The one game he came back though, it didn't look good.
And you see what I'm saying? And
His
they
first
still went to
game back.
seven. And they still went to seven. I
Harden
damn
was
near
having
think,
Harden had 2 all-time playoff performances in that series. You take away those 2 games, they not going to 7.
but I'm
Nobody thought. No,
saying
did you think Harden was about to have those games?
no. I
Exactly.
understand what you're saying, but I'm saying if Embiid is who he supposed to be, just imagine if Embiid, let's say, not 35 is crazy. He's not gonna be averaging 35, but let's say he's 27 and 12, and then you got Maxi probably about 22, 4 and 5, or something like that. But then you're forgetting you got Buddy Hield, you got Kelly Oubre, you got other guys. Hopefully Tobias Harris can do something. You got other guys in Philly. I low key think this Philly team better than last year Philly team with a healthy Embiid. But the reason why Philly fell off so bad because they're built for Embiid. They wasn't built to sustain without him at all. But we forgetting how good this team actually looked before
He is
Embiid
that.
went down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not bullish on Boston, and I think this could be a 6 to 7 game first round series if Embiid's right. But that's the big if. That's a big if.
I want to see what type of energy Boston come out with in game one. You can already like Boston is so predictable. You can already tell what type of series they're gonna have just off game one. If they come out lackadaisical, it's going a distance. If they come out, if they come out like man, everybody know we the best team, and we know we the best team. It's gonna get ugly fast
It just
because they
man,
don't have nobody for. They really. If Tatum plays like he's supposed to play, if Brown plays like he's supposed to play, those guys going man. It ain't no
yeah,
reason they should be
they
averaging about 28, 30 points apiece. Them dudes gonna go crazy this series, man. Porzingis, this ain't your series to go crazy because if Embiid is healthy, then I mean,
barbecue
hey,
chicken alert.
more power to Porzingis. Got that video and he can shoot 3. So hey, he gonna have some touches for sure. Because Embiid, I already know it. This one thing I will do off the rip if Embiid is back for the playoffs. I'm giving the ball to Porzingis, and I'm gonna see how that knee
Mm,
is.
mm, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
if he's showing he can stick with you, okay, then we going back to the original plan. Give it to Tatum, give it to Brown, let them ISO them dudes, and y'all run y'all little sets, y'all like, or give it to White, let him kind of be the what's called the facilitator, get some guys open, or set some off balls and stuff for Tatum to be set up and like just do that. But I go through Porzingis first to see, okay, let's see how
Drag
healthy
his ass
really
out to the
are.
perimeter.
Yep.
Yeah. Because this another thing too. Philly got some small guards. I want to see more post ups with Derek White and Drew Holiday too. Because them some
Yeah.
big guards that actually can
Yeah,
post
Drew
up.
Holiday went 1 for 11 today, man.
He was going off against New Orleans though.
I was like,
But
why was this Charlotte game so close? They only won by 6 points. I'm like, this dude going 1 for 11?
okay, so before we move on from the Embiid topic, who would they have a better chance to upset, Boston or Milwaukee? Mm-hmm. Got that boy thinking.
I'd probably say Milwaukee.
Oh, what? No.
I'm gonna
Man,
go Milwaukee, man.
why you say Milwaukee? I don't think Embiid built to beat no
Because
Dame and Giannis.
I don't think the Bucks can. I mean, even though Dame can, Dame might have a crazy series, but I think they're gonna struggle overall with Philly guards.
Mm.
And then
Mm.
Middleton is still shaky. When you think he back, he go back and he go into this little like, nah, that was just a flash. That ain't who I'm not that guy no more. So, hey, I don't know, man. Kelly Oubre
Damn.
might go off a couple. Might have a couple games that where he getting you 18, 22 points in there. Buddy Hield
And
might have one game where he go off or have a shooting have a shooting frenzy. So
I think the backcourts probably will cancel each other out. Low key, the front courts could cancel each other out because I done seen Giannis struggle with Embiid now. Giannis don't get whatever he want against Embiid, bro. And we just seen it over and over. We done seen it over and over. Giannis done struggle with Embiid. But at the same time, I done seen Embiid struggle with Brook Lopez. And then you could see a guy like Giannis on help side.
Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis. I think that would be a great first round series if Philly, but I don't even know if Philly could beat goddamn Miami. They'll beat the hell out of Miami to play. I ain't gonna lie. If Embiid is right. Bro, I'm done with the
You don't never
Miami
know,
shit, bro.
man.
I'm
You
done with the
don't never.
Miami shit, bro.
The one thing that the reason why people don't really like I'm gonna say the reason why casual fans don't like NBA basketball as much as as the average fan used to like it. People be putting money on these teams because they think it's just hey man, it's set in stone. And these guys go out there and be like, man, this dude ain't performing like he's supposed to, man. That's the only reason why we lose. It's more likely in football where the team that's supposed to win is going to win more than it is. And most time the team that's supposed to win in basketball, you don't know. You never know because that's the thing about it being a 7-game series versus it only being one game.
Mm-hmm.
So with basketball, people get so caught up in who they think's supposed to win versus who is actually going to win.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.